Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah, back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, we're going to be testing out the versatility of this human hair crochet hair. Now, if you are not familiar, hi, welcome. This is not my first video of talking about this hair. I have an actual video where I get it installed. Now, it's in vlog form, so you can cut the video off right as I get my hair done. It's a normal kind of weekend in the life vlog, so I showcase the whole weekend, but there's a portion of it where I showcase it being installed. A stylist installed it. I did not install it myself. It is a stylist installing this Burmese wavy human hair. Every single strand on my head is on the weft. Somebody said, if it's wefted bundle hair, how is it crochet? Crochet is more the method than a type of hair. I always say crochet hair on this channel, but it's crocheted in is the method. The hair itself is just bulk hair. Like, we've created the word, this is crochet hair, but it's braiding hair. It's kind of just hair that you can use for micro braids, free, invisible. You can use the hair that I always use on my channel for a number of things. I happen to crochet it in. So this hair is crocheted in, but it's wefted using a technique that the stylist took classes to learn. She went through a course to learn it. She's testing out the hair itself, and she was like, you play around with the hair. I want to see what you're able to do with the hair. And I was like, I'm gonna put it to the test, right? I'm gonna put it to the test. I've had this hair in for 3 weeks at this point, so it's been 3 weeks since my install video. Let me lean in to show you how it looks. And in this video, I'm going to show you many of things. I'm going to show you washing it, straightening it, but I have not washed this hair in the 3 weeks that I've had it. This is it in its natural state. So this is how it looks. Pretty much if I don't do anything to the hair. If I was to do nothing, just put it in a ponytail, this is what it looks like. But what I do and what I've done for the last 3 weeks is wear the hair in its natural state. So how do I get it in its natural state when it's kind of like this? This is kind of like a few days old, and I haven't done the method that I'm about to show you guys in a minute, but this is the method that I have been doing for the last 3 weeks. And what that method involves is water. So there's water, just plain H2O in this bottle. And then I have been using the Camille Rose coconut water leave-in treatment. So this is that. I like this leave-in. The stylist used a combination of things. If you watch that video, she used 3 products. The Mielle Organics leave-in, she used a Diva Curl product, and she used one other product. And I was wondering if I could get away with just utilizing one, and she said, it's your time to play around with it. You don't have to use the products I use. This is just what I've been using. I collaborated with you. I reached out to you so that you could play around with the hair, because I know you do thorough reviews and you really get in there with the hair. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to see how this works. And this has been working so far. This hair is a I'd say 3A, 3B type hair. When I look at it, it looks very close to Jasmine Brown. If you follow her here on YouTube, her natural curl pattern, it looks very similar. When I see her hair, I see a similarity between this hair. But without further ado, I've done enough rambling. I've done enough talking. Let's just get into the many ways. You're going to see me today, and I'm going to come back in tomorrow and do the wash, but I'll be wearing the same shirt because I like consistency in my thumbnails in my videos. So our first style is just natural state. How this hair looks in its natural, wet, and then a product applied state. That's what we're going to do first. So let me zoom in and get started. So the first style is really the hair in its natural state. And that's how I wear this hair pretty much all the time. I like to call this kind of a quick wash and go, because essentially what I'm doing is wetting the hair very liberally, and then I'm going in with that Camille Rose leave-in on top of it and letting it air dry and wearing it in its natural state. So this is the natural state of this hair with just water applied and a little bit of product. It's essentially what I do when I'm using my wash and go with the Dew products, or any kind of wash and go that you've seen me do on this channel with my own natural hair. I love this, and I love the natural look of this hair. So I've gotten accustomed to it, but today's video, I get to play around with it and allowing it to explore the possibilities of applying that heat. So this is how I wear the hair. I do this method, I'd say, every 4 days. So 4 days is essentially when I feel like I need to redo this or touch it up a bit, and mainly when I need to see people. So if I'm going in front of people like on Tuesdays before I go to work. So essentially it takes me roughly I say 8 minutes total to do this because I work very fast. Now time to let it air dry. And you guys have said, somebody said in one of my videos, my vlog, that they felt like, oh, you went with the short hair. You guys, this hair is 18, 18, and 20. So I have an 18 bundle, and then a 20 bundle. It ain't that short, but I guess you guys are looking at it in its state when it's dried, which can look a little bit shorter. So now this is it completely dry. Of course, you can use a diffuser, a hand dryer if you would like, but air drying seems to work pretty well with me, especially since it's still 90 degrees here in September for us in North Carolina. So I can literally just walk Winnie for a couple minutes, come back in, and my hair can be dry. So this is the hair, and it's completely dry. And then turning around so you guys can see how the curl looks. Versus, so this is it dry. Maybe I can do a side by side of it wet so you guys can see. But this is the essential wash and go of this hair. And what I do is I pineapple at night, so meaning I just pull everything together. Typically, it's not even a pineapple. I usually do like a low pony, if I'm being honest. I pull it back, put my bonnet on. I sleep with a bonnet every single night. And then in the morning, I kind of just go. Now, after about 3 or 4 days, it looks back how it was at the beginning of this video. And then I just repeat the process. She did let me know that the option is to twist the hair up at night to kind of maybe get a little bit more longevity and not have to repeat the process every 3 to 4 days. But I don't mind. It's not been a bad process. Like, I still get plenty of compliments on day 2, 3, and then 4 is no problem in the morning. Like, I do a quick push, spray, take spray, brush, and then I'm out the door. It's like not as complex as my normal washing goes because I'm not doing the entire process from a shampoo to a deep condition. This is like a everyday refresh is what I would call it, more than a wash and go, even though I am very much so heavily saturating the hair. So this is it in its natural state. Tomorrow I'm going to actually do the whole process. I'm going to wash this hair, a full wash shampoo, and then condition as well as blow dry. And then let's get some heating tools in here. I want to see what it looks like. I have not straightened this hair as of yet. We're going to do that on camera. I'm going to use other heating tools. I'm really going to get into it because I want to give this hair the full tried and true test. It's easy enough to wear hair in its natural state. Where's the fun in this? The whole point of getting something like this is probably for the ease. It's been very easy, but also for the versatility of it. So let's test that versatility, and I'll be back tomorrow. As far as wash, I go in with my Olaplex No. 4 shampoo, which I love, and I wash my hair and shampoo it as normal. Then I go in with the Giovanni Deeper Moisture Conditioner, and I condition my hair as I would normal hair, since this is normal human hair. So before going in with my blow drying brush, which I'll link down below in the description box for anyone interested, I go in with my Olaplex No. 6 as my leave-in, and then as a blow drying spray, I use this product from Kenra.
The city is my palace. 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 We won't waste no time. They wanna know about the girl them. About the girl them. About the girl them. But she gon' slide right to my city is my palace. The city is my palace.
Now this is the hair in its blown out state. Now moving on to the hair in its flat ironed state using my Babyliss Pro Nano Titanium Flat Iron. I always get questions about the temperature of the heating tools I use in videos. I always keep them at a smooth 400. Before I get any additional questions too, I have a review coming out. So a review video is going to come out as soon as I take this hair out. As I said in this video, at this time, it had been 3 weeks. I'm probably going to take this hair out the 1st of October, then edit the video. So sometime, I'd say early to mid-October, the full review will come out, which will answer every question you can possibly think of. And on top of that, prior to the review, I'm doing a frequently asked questions video. So I'm trying to cover all my bases with the questions, because I know y'all getting ready in that comment section like, I got some questions. I promise you 100% of your questions are going to be answered, if not 99.7% in my upcoming videos. So this is the hair straight. I say it gets pretty kinky straight. I classify this as kinky straight, not that European like bone straight type of a look that I'll insert kind of a side by side so you know what I'm talking about. It's not that kind of straight. It's natural hair straight, which I kind of like. So next, going in with my curling iron. This is from Babyliss as well. I am not a big fan of curling irons in general on my own hair or bundle type hair, but I wanted to experiment. How I typically use a curling iron is I go in with the curling iron, but then I go on top of that with a flexi rod, kind of acting as a hot curler, the way a hot curler, when you put it on, it's warm, but then it cools off after a time. That's how this is acting. You using the heat of the curling iron and then kind of keeping that stability with that flexi rod.
We'll never tell us so. Oh, no, no.
Bring it back.
You won't waste no time. We'll never tell us so. I can't be what you want. They all have the same story. They all about me to themselves, but I'm a
So this is the finished look as I'm taking the rollers down. I definitely say it looks more wavy-ish, like a ocean wave, dare I say it, look, as opposed to a curly look, but I prefer it a lot more than the straight look, actually. This is why I keep going for wave crochet hair and I stay away from straight crochet hair. It's just something about the look of the wave that I love, but you know me and the waves don't really get along. But on another note, this wasn't planned. I was trying to see how it looked in a ponytail type look, but I thought it would be a good time to show you guys the back of the hair, because I don't think, even in my review, I really lift up into a ponytail so you guys can really see what's going on up underneath. So yes, you can wear the hair up if you would like into a high pony. Of course, you can do a low pony as well. Nothing wrong with a low pony, but a higher pony, and the back looks very seamless. Now, a heating tool experiment would not be complete without, quite literally, my favorite heating tool, which is the curling wand. I love this tool because I love the curling wand. It never steers me wrong in terms of the curls that I'm looking to achieve. But I will say, it does kind of look similar to the natural state of this hair. So I feel like it's come full circle from the beginning to the end. Now, it's not quite like the natural state of this hair, but it's eerily similar. So this is the last style using a curling wand. When I was doing this, I realized that the curling wand is actually just like the original curl of this hair, or the natural state of this hair. So really using a curling wand on this, although it's gorgeous, who doesn't love a good curling wand moment? It actually looks just like how it would look if I just washed the hair and let it air dry. But nonetheless, this was fun to experiment and see how this hair held up during multiple levels of heat. It's not like that Indian Remy, like bone straight type of a hair. It definitely gets that kinky straight, how it would be if you were a natural 3B girl who got her hair flat ironed. Almost was like how if my hair just was blow dried. If my hair was just blow dried, this is how my hair would be. I think my stylist does a great job at getting my hair super straight when she silk presses, but she does a really good job of getting it super straight when she just uses her little blow dryer. And I think that's how it was almost when I flat ironed this hair. Let me do the back too so you guys can get into it. I just got a comment on my TikTok because a lot of people have been going to my TikTok. That video did really well on TikTok and asked, was it warm? Was this hair toasty? I will say I haven't experienced any warmth with it as of yet. I don't know how it would be if it was on top of a wig cap. I think the thing about crochet braids, and I don't know if this person remembers that I said this was crochet braids, my scalp is still right here, so like the air can penetrate right here, it can penetrate right there, can get in there. I think maybe you would think, oh, in the wefts, where the back where the wefts are, but there's enough space in between each weft. My braids and my scalp can still receive the elements as needed. Remember, this is bundled weft hair. So another thing I got on my TikTok, somebody said I clicked the link and it just took me to bundles. That's because this is bundles. These are bundles. They were not cut off the weft. This is a method that the stylist who installed this on me, she took a class from Nia Natural Hair. Nia Natural Hair offers a class, so if you're somebody out there who thinks you can do hair, or you can really do hair, and you want to take her class, take her class. So I think Nia offered it in person or virtual. She'd kind of watch you, of course, during the COVID times and teach you that way, but you would learn the method of installing 100% on the weft. Every single strand is on the weft. She didn't cut the hair off the weft. People have asked me, can you explain how she did it? It's not for me to explain. I'm not the stylist. I was looking ahead. You saw the install video. I didn't fully see how she did it. It was a miracle. It's something, again, I would pay for. I wouldn't really learn to do myself because this is a gift. You definitely have to have a gift to do this. I can barely do any braid pattern outside of straight back. No, scratch it. I can't do any other braid pattern. You get the same braid pattern on me. You get the same installs. I could never be this way, but what I can do is I can style some hair. So that is what I've done today. If you found this video helpful, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Even if you didn't, still give it a big thumbs up. We want all the love and support over here on this channel, as well as we want you to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything I do over here. And make sure you're following me on Instagram at LeaLavon89 so you can keep up with my shenanigans in real time. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.